Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you wanted to join me today, because today I'm going to talk about zero waste tips and motivation and how I started zero wasting and what got me into it and whatnot. So yeah, let's just get started. If we're going to start from the very beginning, what motivated me into going into zero waste was some blogs around. I will link them down below. Trashes for Tossers and my zero waste home got me really into the whole spirit and idea, and it started like a monthly experiment. I wanted to try it out, but it was too fulfilling to ever stop it. So yes, we are on full-time zero waste. Hey, I found that it was not as demanding as I may have thought, and it was much easier to practice in real life than I may have thought in the first place. An element which I really quickly fell completely in love with was making everything from scratch. It was something we did kind of before, but now we had to make everything from scratch without producing any waste, and that is a challenge at first, but it's super interesting if you have the curiosity and the motivation to do it. Other fun elements was making my own makeup. I loved that. It was a process for me all along, so I fell in love with clean, waste-free beauty products. I found that combining making everything from scratch in the kitchen and making everything from scratch beauty product related was really very similar processes, since what I'm using in my makeup is the same thing we use to cook. So something I really want to point out to zero wasters and beginners in zero wasting is that this process is an individual journey. There is no thing that is right or wrong, and you deal with things and you process things in your own ways. Zero waste is your individual path. You cannot claim yourself an expert because it is such an individual thing, and what may work for me may not work for another person. So the tips that I'm giving you, it's awesome when you want to try it out. I think it's the best thing that could ever happen. It's the best feeling in the world. The important thing is about zero waste, and I think this is pretty much the essence of it, you have to reflect on your life as a consumer, and that is where everything begins and where everything starts, and this is where you will get your head into it. All the other things will come later. That's not the big issue here, but you have to reflect on what you need and what you do not need. Do you need straws? Do you need to go coffee cups and lids? Do you need plastic bags? Do you need this and this and this? And if your conclusion is that you do not, you cut them off, you skip it and you toss it. As I mentioned before, I am nothing near an expert. I believe there are people out there that are so much better qualified to talk about this than me. And all the things I'm saying and everything that I'm making a point of and every recipe is something that I've tried out and it worked for me, so I wanted to promote it and pass it on. I have no education in this area. Basically, yeah, I'm not an expert, which brings me on to my next point. Criticism and generally dealing with other people's critical opinions about zero waste. No matter if you're promoting it online, on YouTube, or you're talking to your friends about this, there will be critical opinions, and people will maybe not be as supportive as you want them to be. The comments I usually get revolves around people not being able to fit this lifestyle into their lives, which I think is a pile of horse crap. Without offending anybody, so sorry, but when I hear people say I don't have the time, or I don't have the money, I don't understand why they say that. Now I've been at it for over half a year, which is not very long compared to many others. I don't feel it money-wise, it's basically the same. I'm just distributing the money differently. Time-wise, we cooked a lot before, and we cook a lot now, and it's all generated by curiosity and interest. So if you think this is fun, you will not feel it as a time-consuming experiment at all. You just feel it like this is a part of your life. And more critical comments that I usually bump into is related to you're doing this to get attention, or this is nonsense and it's not going to work, and this is fake. And people can say lots of things, but all you should really care about is that maybe this is said by some people because they have a bad conscience. Possibly I have experienced this, people thinking that you are a know-it-all, perhaps. To these people I can't stress enough, I'm not an expert, this is just how I live, I just like it. I'm not telling anybody how to live their lives, and I'm not telling anybody that oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. Are you sure you want a straw with that? No, I'm pretty sure I don't want a straw with that. That's other people's business. I just know what I want, and I am letting people know this. If we're at a dinner party or if we're out eating at a restaurant with friends, I will still say, no straw please. And sometimes people look at me like I'm a weirdo. What can you do? Yeah. I also sometimes like to bring my glass straw or my reusable knife and fork, something like this, instead of using the disposable things at hand in the cafeteria at a restaurant. What I do believe is that zero waste is like rings in water. I'm promoting it here on YouTube and on Instagram and on Facebook, and I hear lots of people say, oh, this got me really inspired, oh, I love this, you really made me think about this stuff. I just thought that I would just do this for me, I would just promote and share what I did for me, but people are actually inspired by this, and that is so awesome. I love it, and big thumbs up to all of you and internet hawks through the camera, and I don't know what, I just love you. You're spreading it, and the ones you're spreading it to are spreading it, so maybe someday people won't look at you if you bring your own straw to a restaurant. The important thing is, if you think this is interesting, you should not be affected by people's opinions. Just do it. If you want to, of course, you should definitely promote it on social media, because that is a really, really great way to spread the word. Just a tip from me. Yay! If you're thinking about going zero waste, or if you are going zero waste and you have something that you want to show, you can always tag me on Facebook and Instagram and here on YouTube. I would love to see what you're doing. I would love to read your recipes and your experiences. It would be awesome. If you have any questions regarding zero waste, I would also love to answer them, because I would love to get to know you and your experiences, and it would be awesome, and we will be a huge stack of people doing this, and that would be just yay! You can also go and follow my experiences on Instagram. My name is Giddy Mary, and on Facebook, facebook.com/thepictureofmary. I usually post every day or every other day. So yeah, you can go check out my recipes and my tips on giddymary.com as always. And just have a really nice day. Bye!